This is Minutes by Minute. I'm Elgin Nichols.
And I'm Bill Service.
And we're fortunate to have Bill here today. He is the station manager.
What's the story with David Kelly? Kenny.
That
He was
guy.
in Canada for 2 weeks ago. He's gone.
So soon you forget.
And now where is he now?
His name is what again?
Where is he now?
He's in Italy.
For heaven's sakes.
Yeah.
Now I have to work?
Well, I think you might have to. But
Okay, what the heck?
He's probably going to take a job in Italy. He was talking about that he'd have to run one of those what do they call them?
I don't know. Well, you just probably... David, have a
Gondolas?
good time. Ciao.
Right. Anyway, we're thinking about you, David.
There you go.
We have a number of things to talk about, and we're going to discuss what your village councils are doing and various commissions and committees that make legislation which affect you.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. Now, we might throw a little humor in on this. Oh, a little humor.
We hope. Or something.
Okay. First thing we'll talk about is the Oxford Township Trustees meeting. Now, the discussion was with Bill Dunn, who's
Yes.
the chairman, and the highlight of it was that he wanted to talk about the number of people that are used in the Oxford local 911
Ah,
facility.
okay.
As you know, Oxford has their own 911 service but they do sub out to the township for a meager fee of somewhere around $37,000 a year. But they only cover the fire department and the ER dispatch.
Okay.
Other than that, they use the township sheriff's department.
Okay.
But anyway, it appears that Mr. Bailey at one of the council meetings made a statement again.
Good old
And-
David.
And he made a reference that one person would be better as a dispatcher rather than two people because they would make less mistakes.
Right.
And I thought
Then it caused a little problem a couple of weeks ago,
it
didn't it?
kind of did. I thought Bill was going to have a cardiac
Yeah,
arrest.
I know.
Almost came out of his chair. So anyway, he checked into the contract
Ah.
because he had people that had viewed, I guess, the program on OCCTV.
Right.
And they were upset, so they wanted to contact Bill and Bill Dunn and ask him, are we really safe,
Right.
in Oxford,
Sure.
with only one person there? And besides, are we getting all the services that we're paying for? And so Bill says, well, I don't know, but I'll check.
And I'm sure he did.
He did. So he pulled out the contract and he read it from end to end, which he gave us a contract copy too. And there's an insurance company that suggests strongly, although they don't regulate it, that two people be on board as dispatchers
Right.
rather than just a single person.
Yeah.
So Bill brought this up, and the attorney, Mr. Davis, was there at the meeting, and he also was familiar with the contract. And he said that he's not at all sure if one person or two people are actually regulated or required by the state of Michigan. So he was going to check into it further
Okay.
and get back information to Bill Dunn. As you know, the whole story on the 911 issue is that it came up to the village council.
Yes, they did.
And what happened there?
Yes. You tell me.
Okay, you're gonna throw it right back to me.
There you
right?
go. That's right.
Anyway, they chose not to bring it to the vote of the people. And when I'm saying vote to the people, if the residents wanted to have the 911 local, or if they wanted to go to the township
Right.
police department or the 911 service there. The difference is that the local is $240,000 per year, plus maintenance of I think it's $8,000 a month, so it comes quite high. But also $114,000 in new equipment was required. So all this
Right.
being said,
That's going to be elected, right?
Well-
We're hoping.
well, we're hoping it's still before the council.
Right.
Maureen Helmuth said, well, we're elected officials, so
yeah,
we can
yeah.
make this decision for the people. In other words, we're smarter than they are.
Yeah, right.
So we'll go ahead and go this route and not go with the going to a vote. Now, if it goes to a vote, which we brought it up again, and that's why the discussion is going on with the council, and why this again has come before the township.
Right.
Bill Dunn has an interest in this thing, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely, right.
As the township does. And we're part of the township. We're
Absolutely.
spending $37,000, and we want to make sure we get our money too from the
Absolutely.
township.
Absolutely.
So anyway, it was brought back up, and if it is agreed upon, It hasn't been voted on yet by the full council. There's a new member on the council, of course, being Mr. Cloutier. And a very welcome site.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, very financially pro,
A bright young
financially
man.
very
Bright young man.
knowledgeable, you know. So anyway, he hopefully will add a little bit of fresh air, you know, this
Yep,
situation.
good.
And if it's approved to go on the ballot, it'll be in the November 2014
All right, good.
election.
Right.
So that's still
Let
kind
us
of.
know.
Yeah, this is an ongoing story.
Yes,
so
we
we'll,
are.
we'll get it back to you, and hopefully the people will have the say in this,
Oh, yeah.
rather than just one or two people deciding, you know, for the whole
Exactly
community. You think?
That's a good deal.
Okay.
Keep it going.
So anyway, we'll hear more from
Stir
Bill
the
Dunn.
pot, as they say.
You know the thing is with Bill Dunn,
Yeah.
he's so quiet. You never hear him. You know.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I
you-
hear him from time to time. But yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good Air Force guy, you know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, it's kind of like us.
Did he fly or walk?
No, I don't know. That's all I know.
I see. Okay. They also talked about an addition that they're going to put on to the Dunlop location. You know, the township hall.
Uh-huh.
They have funds available, $200 and some thousand, 240, I believe, somewhere in that neighborhood, which was set aside and earmarked, you know, for additional construction to that building. So what the plan is to add chambers, you know, onto it so that they can have their meetings there rather than have to go to the VA. By the way, the VA building,
Right.
you might be interested in knowing, and the people out there might be interested in knowing, that it's costing the township roughly $60,000 to $75,000 a year just to maintain that building.
Holy cow.
Yeah, and they're not getting that much back, you know, from the bingo players.
I don't think so.
Yeah, and
Wow.
and the dance groups that go in there. So
Wow.
they'd like to get rid of that building.
Good idea.
And actually, Bill Dunn made an offer to the village a while back, and I don't know if he was just tongue in cheek at the time, but he said we ought to give this VA building, you know, to the village if they want it. And then later he said, well, maybe we should get a little money out of it. Now we find out that that's $75,000 here.
Holy
I don't think his chances are good. You know what?
What?
We can talk more about this when we come back.
A great
in
idea.
Just a moment. How much money do you think they have?
I
anyway?
don't know.
You're watching OCTV, Oxford Community Television, serving Oxford, Addison Township, and the village of Leonard.
Hi, and welcome to the final edition of Saddle Up. We'll be
Hi, welcome back to Billion Temple CrossFit. I'm your personal trainer.
Now, the Perch just weren't here naturally. Something brought them here.
Welcome back to Daybreak with Susan and Joe, and we're going to wrap up our session here today and talk a little bit about water.
Welcome back to Minutes by Minute. I'm Elgin Nichols.
And I'm Bill Service.
Hey, we were just talking about the Oxford Township Trustees meeting.
Yes.
And we're talking about the additions that they're talking about putting on. One is the meeting chambers room. It could be a couple of rooms put on. Oakland County Subdivision Sheriff's Department. Right now, they're being housed, I think, in an outhouse. So Bill thinks it'd be a good idea. Maybe they moved them inside.
Yeah, it would be a good idea.
So it looks like on the lower level, they would make that suitable.
Oh,
you know, so
absolutely.
they could come in
Yeah.
there. Also, they're looking for a 3,000 square foot additional building set aside from the existing, you know, building that they have for the administrative offices for the township to be used for senior activity center. For maybe
Bingo
kung
again?
fu or
Yeah.
I don't know. What other strenuous sports are there? Skating?
Well, we got one of our programs. What's the China thing they call it? Kai Chi or Kimchi?
Yeah, maybe we could get them involved in that.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I don't know. It might hurry them along.
That's right.
I don't know. We want to keep those residents. We
That's
don't want
right.
that to happen. So you forget that one, Bill.
That's right.
So anyway, there's going to be some activity going on out in that area. That will free up the veterans building. So they'll either sell the veterans building if they can sell it,
Right.
or they will give it away.
Save a lot of money. Good idea.
You need a building?
I don't need it. We don't- Ooh, maybe we could. Move the station over there.
Well, how high are the ceilings?
I don't know.
I think you can touch them. I don't think that'll work.
I think
Oh,
you
that
could in a
work.
hall. You could. I think it could. Yeah,
If we get shorter people, that'll work.
we could. Kyle?
Now, Kyle's
Get one of,
actually,
get one of our editors. Hey, get the short
he's
little
pretty
guy.
tall, but he eats Brussels sprouts.
Yes,
I mean.
he is. Okay.
Okay. We can talk about the Village Planning Commission.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. You know what they've been talking about?
Oh, I don't know, but somebody at the Oxford Leader read today that somebody
Oh.
was suggesting they move the village planning to the township. What a great idea.
I think that was me.
Oh, it was you, wasn't it? Oh, got it.
But that's an idea anyway. And the reason why I brought that up is because there's an awful lot of redundancy going on.
Yep, yep.
Planning Commission, they do the same thing locally as they do for the township, for the village, for the township.
Those
Except
township guys, they're pretty bright.
Well, they're a lot
They are
more efficient
organized,
too.
they know what they're doing, yeah.
I mean, it's like a rolling stone down a mountain. I mean, it travels quickly.
Yes, right.
When they have a process in motion, and of course, the one-stop program
Yeah.
that they use, they actually are using one-stop program,
Right, right.
not one-stop, don't go any further program.
Yep, yep.
So there are also some savings, I think, down the line in terms of monies. For example, Plan Commission, they have to have a consultant usually most of the time, so you're paying consultant fees at every meeting. Occasionally you have to have attorney there.
Right.
And I'm thinking even further than this, the permits, building permits, that kind of thing that come out of the office. Those things could be handled by the township also, because they do it now.
Right, right.
And it makes sense actually to consolidate.
Oh,
now-
sure. I think what Bill Dunn, I think he suggested, he kind of likes it too, I think. Make sure there's somebody, a village in the panel.
Well, it would be represented by the
Sure.
village residents.
Right, right.
So they would have their input.
Right.
And they could be actually embedded, within a system that works very well.
I think it's a good plan.
Yeah, well,
like
we'll see
it.
what happens
Okay,
there.
good.
Anyway, it's an idea.
Yep.
And sometimes ideas go and sometimes
Yeah,
they
they don't. That's
go.
correct. That's correct. That's right.
So anyway, one of the situations they talked about is a reduction of the number of people that serve on the Village Planning Commission.
Oh, yeah.
Currently, there was 9, but they've now voted to have 7 members. And the biggest problem with the 9 members is that they could hardly ever find a quorum because people wouldn't show up. Oh, that's efficient.
That's just too many. That's like a whole village
Right.
for 9 people.
But you don't know the reasons why these people don't show up. They probably have
Right.
other things. And the thing is, they're getting astronomical pay for this job.
That's right.
They get nothing.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's
So it's
exactly
a
right.
commitment to the community, when they get on the Plan Commission.
Yep, yep.
And it's unfortunate because they can't make decisions if there isn't a quorum.
That's right.
And that's what's been happening. So they've reduced it from
Good.
9 to 7 members.
Good. That's a help.
Yep. And I just talked to the village manager today, and he said that they have a individual that's interested in an open seat right now, which they need to fill in order to get their 7 members.
Yep.
So that's good news.
That's good news. Good stuff.
The next thing, of course, is it'll come before the council, and if this person has pretty good background, they'll approve it. I think before I would make an approval for a planning commission member, I would make sure that person understood what the regulations and state laws are, in terms of building codes.
Right.
Because, that's what they deal with all the time.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, there are recommendations made by the council and from the DDA, and by the way, the DDA is an interesting thing. They have
Oh, yeah.
some new members.
There you go. Oh, I know one of them.
You know one of the members?
Yep, Rod Charles.
Rod Charles.
Yep.
You know what? We're going to talk about that right now. We'll probably have to cut in between and come back on it.
That's
but,
right. Go ahead.
There were 5 members selected for the DDA.
Yep.
Council reviewed, interviewed. One of the people that they selected was Pete Schultz.
Excellent.
You know Pete?
Yeah, Pete, chief.
Oh,
Fire
yeah.
chief, yeah.
Oh, I was thinking Indians. Okay, he's fire chief.
Yep.
Okay, and Rod Charles, you said
Oh,
you know.
yeah, yeah. Also.
Who was that masked man?
Well, he was the Lone Ranger chairperson for the parade. He is the voice of Oxford swim team on our
I didn't
station.
think his voice was that high.
Oh, he is on swimming, he does. Go ahead.
Okay, he's a good swimmer probably.
Oh, yeah, he was a coach.
He
a coach?
was?
Yep,
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, I learned something
I
every
know
time.
more stuff you can imagine.
Is there anything else you got on
That's
him?
all I know today.
Okay. Then there's Kevin Miles, and you probably
Who's
do you
that
know
again?
Kevin Miles? Kevin Miles.
Kevin Miles,
He's a minister, pastor.
don't know him.
Yep.
good, though.
In Oxford, forget the name of the church, but he's a minister, and he's He's an individual kind of interesting. He said that he talks to his parishioners. A good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
And he gets information about the village and how it's operating in the township and so forth. So
Yep.
he feels strongly that he can contribute. You know,
Excellent.
It's a good idea.
Good.
Philip Maxwell, you know him?
Nope.
He should.
I
He's
don't
an
think.
attorney
Ooh,
right downtown.
ooh.
Yep, he's been here for, I think, 10 or 14 years.
Yep.
So
Yep.
he's been around for a long time. And very interesting guy. Financial-wise, ordinance-wise, very savvy. And, of course, Susan Schur.
Yep.
You know Susan?
I believe so.
Okay. She's actually a interior decorator.
Yep.
So she has some experience in that area and has some ideas on how she'd like to see downtown and so forth. Getting back to Rod Charles, though, just briefly,
Yep.
he's a financial expert, you know.
Correct.
And I was glad to see him get on this board, no question about it.
Exactly right.
So I think, you know, the DDA, they have some great things coming up the line here.
Looks good.
Yep,
Looks good.
it
Yep.
does.
Yep.
Is there anything you want to add to it?
Yeah,
before
we're
we
take a
move on?
break.
Okay, we'll take a break right now.
Right
We'll
now.
be back in just a sec. Okay, buddy, what do you want to talk about now? Welcome back to Minutes by Minute. I'm Elgin Nichols.
And I'm Bill Service.
And we just got through talking about the DDA.
That's
very,
right.
Very impressive, very good that we've
Sounds
got a
good.
DDA.
Good names. I'm very excited about that.
Full membership.
Yep.
They're all eager.
Got money coming.
We got money coming.
There you go.
They got money coming.
They're waiting.
And
for
are they
bated
happy?
breath.
They're doing little Snoopy dances.
That's
They're
right.
ready to go.
Okay.
Anyway, so that'll be a great thing. I think people that have kind of missed the DDA being as active as they were in the past, they're going to see a change coming up. And these people are very enthusiastic.
That's good. Yep.
So, anyway, I was talking to David, you know, the last session that we had on the
The
air.
Italian friend
Yeah,
of
the
ours?
Italian guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about him?
Gondola. That's what I was trying to think of. He's on a gondola singing. Now,
Yes.
he has a pretty good voice.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
he
so
does.
he thinks he'll probably damn a job out there, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think he will.
Uh.
Can't swim too well.
Yeah, he's good. He's operatic type close singer.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we discussed, he brought up Metamora. He
Yes.
says, well, is Metamora in Oxford Township? And I'm thinking, yeah, I think it is. But then I'm thinking in the background, no, I don't think it is.
don't
But
think
I better
so.
say it is. at
And
least
ask
right
Bill.
now.
That's Bill.
Yep.
Lapeer.
It is in
Lapeer.
Lapeer.
There you go.
And Metamora is a township also.
Oh, cool.
And the little village happens to be in Metamora Township,
And the White House is reconditioning itself too.
the White Horse.
Yeah, it's open back again.
The
Pretty
ghost-
soon. Pretty
ghost-
soon.
Ghost and all.
Yep.
I
The ghost
know.
on the second floor though. It's good though.
On the second floor?
Yeah.
You think that, what is it? What kind of a ghost?
It's a nice one.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't get no trouble. Go
Don't
ahead.
have any poltergeist or anything
No,
like that?
we're good. Yeah.
Are you sure? They had a big fire there,
Yeah,
didn't
I've visited with her several times with my camera. I didn't see him, but we chatted with him.
they? Okay. Anyhow, so that's the subject of Metamora. They are not part of Oxford, although I tried to annex them.
Right? It
didn't work.
Pull into the village. Didn't you?
Yeah. So David's probably looking it up anyway. He probably already knows. He says, I'm going to catch him on the air.
Yeah, right.
Another meeting I want to mention is a Addison Township meeting where the fire department made a report along with the police department. And I think the most interesting thing that came out of that was that November 15th supposedly is when Rochester Road is supposed to be completed.
What day?
15th.
Woo, I'm excited
So
about
that's
that.
interesting because I didn't think they were that far along.
I hope so. It's
They
tough
got-
to get to Leonard. I know that right
I
now.
know they've got some pretty deep holes
Yeah,
because
that's-
I travel through a few.
Yep, absolutely.
Get there. But and it's got to hurt Leonard somewhat, you know, by not having through traffic.
Yeah, I checked with the barber over there, the old time barber shop, and I asked
Mm-hmm.
him a couple times, "You getting hurt?" He said, "Well, not really."
Only when he falls in the holes.
That's right. When it's really rainy, they don't like it though.
But those people come out of wherever to get haircuts at least, right?
That's right.
Well, that's a
right.
good thing.
Yep.
Is he an Irish barber?
What?
Is he
They're two
Irish?
girls.
Oh,
Old time barber shop, two pretty girls.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
okay. Well, anyway, I've got a barber.
Okay.
You've got a barber.
Yep.
Okay.
We're good.
They've got a barber.
That's
So we're
right.
all set. Let's move
We're
on.
good.
Let's talk about Pollyant Trail.
Oh, excellent.
What's going on there?
You tell me.
Okay.
I do.
They got a new Pollyant Trail board, or trail director.
Yeah, but do you know his name?
What's his name?
You have to tell me.
I have to tell you?
Yeah,
I really do.
Nobody wrote it down.
I got it here somewhere.
Yep.
Oh,
Nope.
where did it go? His name is Patrick Ball.
There, it's it.
How about that?
I know his name. The former athletic director at Oxford High School, and he's a trainer at one of the physical places in Oxford, and a great guy, by the way. Very nice guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
At one of the physical places in Oxford.
Right here in Oxford, right? Oxford Strip.
Is he a
in the
pole
mall strip.
dancer? Or
What?
pole dancer?
No.
Okay.
No.
He's athletically fit then, isn't
Yeah.
he?
yeah.
Okay.
He's good.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bill. I don't really have a lot more to talk about. Is there anything you want to add?
Nope, that's it. No, you got a cushion. You got more minutes to
Oh,
go
no.
here.
I want you to tell us what's coming up.
Already?
Already.
Oh, I can tell you, on October 22nd, the village of Oxford, our friend Elgin will be raising Cain and pouring the pot as he goes.
Okay.
On the 23rd of October, Board of Education, it'll be done at David Oxford's Elementary, at David Elementary School. 24th, Oxford Township Planning Meeting. The 28th, Oxford Cable, 6:30 p.m. Hopefully we should do it right here so you can see our new equipment coming in here. We have teleprompters, new cameras going in here, high definition cameras going to the meetings that we do, a TriCaster's coming in here. My goodness, we're looking at a brand new television station.
Yes.
I'm pretty excited.
We might end up driving right on by because we won't recognize it.
That's right. It's pretty cool.
One thing I did want to mention is the DDA.
You got about 4 more minutes to chat about too, right?
I do?
Go right ahead.
Take it away, Bill.
Yeah,
I guess he's going to put it on me.
Yeah.
He's the boss. I guess he can do
that's
that.
right.
Anyway, there were some comments made about the beautification project, for downtown. And that they were concerned that not be a dead issue. Well, it's not a dead issue, and it's one of the goals that they had established in a list of 5 goals
Right.
for downtown. By the way, if you're driving through Oxford, you may have noticed a lot of activity going on with the lighting, where they've taken down these light poles that
Lights,
are
street lights.
architecturally designed, to
Right.
complement
Yeah.
downtown. And they've taken them all apart because what happens over a period of time is that the old poles made out of aluminum actually starts to break down
Yeah.
and becomes weak. So the next storm that comes along, there goes the pole.
They're
No, so they're going to fix them.
That's right. I'll go back to my station for a little bit.
Okay.
On Saturdays and Sundays, from 1 till 6 o'clock. For example, this night, and Elgin and I are videotaping tonight, we're volleyball for junior volleyball and varsity and JV. The swim meet with Lake Orion at 6:30, I think. The JV football at Lake Orion, another team anyhow. But 3 sporting things that our crews, 3 going on tonight. And you folks, any day on Saturday and Sunday, 1 to 6 o'clock, all for Oxford High School sports and anything else going in Oxford. The choirs come in, elementary choirs. We videotape all of those things, 1 to 6, Saturdays and Sundays. There you go. People always say they can't see, what time are we going to watch the sports game? When's it going to be? When's it going to be? Saturday, 1 to 6, and Sunday, 1 to 6.
What channels?
Channel 97 in Oxford, Channel 19 in Leonard and Addison, and Channel 99 AT Universal.
Now, the other thing is, Bill is working us to death. So, what we'd like to do is have volunteers come in. We do teach you how to run cameras. We do teach you how to do editing.
Yes.
We've got a lot of programs here that
And
you
you're,
can get involved in.
you're vacuuming today too, and I appreciate that too.
No problem. Last week I was hanging a sign.
We've got a small crew, but we're exciting, young, good, including young us, people in this crew. I'm very excited about this company. We're doing great.
What mirror did you look in? Mine is different than yours.
Yeah, well, yours
but
is
anyway,
grayer.
yeah.
That's why.
If so, even if you're retired, and you want a secondary job, I mean,
absolutely.
give us a call.
Yeah,
could be
absolutely.
something out there for you. Have we beat that one to death?
I think we're done.
Want to get out of the studio then?
I think we're through.
Well, let's do that.
All right.
I'm Elgin Nichols.
And I'm Bill Service.
We'll catch you next time on more Minutes by Minute. Hey, Bill. What do
We're
you think?
done,
We
buddy.
need a nighttime job.
Yeah.
At Oakland County Parks and Recreation, we value what you value: family relationships, community connections, good health, environmental stewardship, and economic stability. Oakland County residents and businesses have invested in preserving nearly 7,000 acres of parkland. Since 1966, 13 parks and golf courses have been acquired, maintained, and improved. Oakland County parks and facilities are made possible by millage funds supported by Oakland County residents. For a home valued at $200,000, the homeowner pays less than $25 per year to support the Oakland County parks. With every generation, families create lifelong memories at Oakland County's award-winning parks. From exciting summer escapades and stories around the campfire to brisk fall walks on wooded trails and snowy winter outings, the outdoors beckons year-round. It's time to get up, get out, and get going at the Oakland County parks. Active recreation options abound. Cross-country ski or mountain bike on tree-lined trails. Scale the rock climbing wall. Get your kicks with soccer at several sports fields. Row or paddle a boat on 4 picturesque inland lakes. It's an easy journey. Most parks are just a short drive away. A quick tip: all our parks and golf courses end in Oaks. To find your favorite, just go to DestinationOakland.com. Click to pick Oceans of Motion water parks at Red Oaks and Waterford Oaks, the Wint Nature Center at Independence Oaks, Teen Adventures, and even entertainment to go. When outdoor adventures on your list, there's fishing, beaches, boating, playgrounds, and seasonal hunting. The campgrounds at Addison Oaks and Groveland Oaks feel like being up north with plenty of recreation options. Want to get fit? Hit the trails. Oakland County Parks boasts more than 68 miles for strolling, walking, hiking and running, biking, or horseback riding. If the links are your lure, 5 golf courses, including Premier Course Lion Oaks, are conveniently located. Make Glen Oaks or White Lake Oaks your home course. Get an up-north feel at Springfield Oaks, or play a quick 9 at Red Oaks. Our recreation lineup rocks. Learn to swim. Experience an outdoor adventures camp. Take the fast track at BMX, or gain new lifelong skills. Everyone's included. Individuals with disabilities participate in dozens of adaptive opportunities, including a new fully accessible playscape, modified golf carts, and annual events. There's always something special going on at Oakland County Parks, whether it's a classic car show, the Oakland County Fair, a senior golf tournament, or the Ellis Barn Festival. Being green is an everyday practice with nature interpretive programs, wildlife habitat protection, reduction of invasive species, and stormwater management. Your responses to surveys indicate that you want more trails. The Oakland Trails Advisory Council was established to coordinate trail systems and seek grant sources for future trail construction. You also said that maintaining and refurbishing existing facilities is a high priority, as well as continuing exceptional quality service standards. Oakland County Parks serves an increasingly diverse population of all abilities, ages, interests, ethnic backgrounds, and cultures. The needs of lifelong residents, as well as newcomers, are carefully considered when planning parks and programs.